What if I told you that Elon Musk, the richest man on Earth, is technically broke in 2025, but still controls the most powerful empire in modern history? We all know Elon Musk as the billionaire behind Tesla, SpaceX, and X, formerly Twitter. But in 2025, his empire is not just about cars, rockets, or tweets. It's a tangled web of real assets, digital influence, AI dominance, and hidden leverage that makes traditional billionaires look like amateurs. Musk's empire is no longer just financial. It's informational, ideological, and algorithmic. And behind the headlines is a much darker truth about how his fortune is structured and what he's doing with it. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on Elon Musk's wealth empire, how it works, what's powering it in 2025, and why it might be far more fragile, or far more dangerous, than anyone realizes. From SpaceX's secret government contracts to his silent takeover of AI, here's what they're not telling you about the richest man alive. Let's start with the obvious. Elon Musk's net worth in 2025 still hovers north of $230 billion, according to most public rankings. But here's the catch. Almost none of that is liquid. Musk doesn't have cash lying around like Jeff Bezos or Warren Buffett. His money is locked inside stock, mostly Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and X.AI. And that's where the empire gets interesting, because in reality, Musk's wealth isn't just a number on a Forbes list. It's leverage. Leverage over public companies, media platforms, artificial intelligence, and even governments. And the more you dig into it, the more you realize Musk doesn't own his wealth. His wealth owns us. Let's start with the obvious. Elon Musk's net worth in 2025 still hovers north of $230 billion, according to most public rankings. He remains one of the richest individuals on the planet, but here's what most people miss. Almost none of that wealth is liquid. Unlike Jeff Bezos or Warren Buffett, Musk doesn't have vaults of cash sitting idle. His fortune is tied up in stock, mainly Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and his most recent AI venture, XAI. And that's where the empire becomes far more than a bank balance. Because in truth, Musk's wealth isn't just about dollars. It's a form of leverage. Leverage over public companies, over the media, over artificial intelligence, and in some cases, over entire governments. The deeper you dig, the more unsettling the truth becomes. Elon Musk doesn't merely own his wealth has come to own us. In 2025, Tesla isn't just a car manufacturer. It's evolved into the planet's most expansive, privately run data operation. While most still associate Tesla with sleek EVs and futuristic trucks, the real value lies under the hood, or more precisely, in the code. Tesla's full self-driving technology, now operational in over 40 cities across the US and Europe, creates a live data ecosystem that rivals anything Google or Apple have ever built. Every Tesla on the road functions as a roaming surveillance device, collecting mountains of information, traffic flow, user behavior, road hazards, pedestrian patterns. It's real-time data, every second, from millions of endpoints. And Musk isn't sitting on that data. He's monetizing it, licensing Tesla's AI systems to governments to help build smart city infrastructure. That means stoplights, traffic cameras, and even pedestrian alerts are increasingly being powered by Tesla's AI, not just local municipalities. So, when skeptics say Tesla is overvalued, they're missing the bigger picture. Elon Musk isn't building cars. He's building the most sophisticated, privately owned surveillance network the world has ever seen. And it's all on wheels. Now, let's look upward, literally. In 2025, SpaceX is no longer just about putting rockets in space. It's a strategic powerhouse, arguably more vital to the US government than NASA itself. Starship launches are now occurring regularly, sometimes monthly, but the real game changer is Starlink. With its thousands of low-orbit satellites, Starlink has quietly become the backbone of communications in global conflict zones. From Ukraine to Taiwan, when terrestrial lines go dark, it's Starlink that keeps the digital lights on. And here's the twist: Musk controls it unilaterally. He can turn access off and on with a single command. In fact, he already has. In multiple international incidents, Musk's decision to cut or maintain Starlink access has determined whether journalists, military units, and even civilians can communicate at all. Behind the scenes, SpaceX has become a de facto intelligence and defense partner for the West. Leaked documents point to undisclosed agreements between Musk and U.S. defense agencies, suggesting his reach extends far beyond the launch pad. In short, SpaceX isn't just a space company anymore. It's become a new geopolitical currency, and Elon, he's the one minting it. But here's where things start to feel more like science fiction than the business strategy. What if I told you that Elon Musk now controls a secretive AI lab, one potentially more powerful than OpenAI, and that he's already using it to bend reality in real time? Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear next will make you question what's real, what's synthetic, and who's actually behind the news you read every day. Let's rewind to 2022, when Musk bought Twitter and began his radical transformation of the platform. Fast forward to 2025, and what started as a social media rebrand is now something else entirely. Musk has reshaped it into X, an all-in-one super app, but that's just the surface. Underneath, he's fused the platform with his new venture, xAI, an artificial intelligence lab designed to rival OpenAI and Anthropic. But this isn't about building friendly chatbots. The real mission of xAI is control. Control over conversations, news narratives, and even belief systems. xAI's models now operate deep inside the X platform. They shape trending topics, recommend content, and, most controversially, interact with users as if they were human. In 2025, there's a good chance that fiery political debate you had on X wasn't with a person at all. It was with an AI, nudging you subtly in a direction aligned with Musk's views or interests. And it goes deeper. Insider reports have confirmed that xAI has full access to Tesla's driving data, SpaceX satellite imagery, and even anonymized, but still revealing, user messages from X. This creates a closed-loop system. Data comes in, is analyzed by AI, then redistributed across platforms to influence users again. In effect, Musk is building the first closed feedback loop between human behavior and machine learning, where the AI doesn't just learn from us, it trains us in return. Now, let's talk about something most billionaires try to keep quiet: how they avoid ever touching cash. Elon Musk has practically mastered this game. Instead of selling stock and triggering capital gains taxes, Musk takes out enormous loans using his stock holdings as collateral. These stock-backed loans allow him to access hundreds of millions, sometimes billions, without paying a dime in taxes. In 2025, this strategy has gone mainstream among the ultra-wealthy, but Musk is still its poster child. Need to buy a new company, fund a Mars colony prototype, upgrade your private jet fleet? Just borrow against your Tesla stock. No taxable event, no public scrutiny, no problem. Even if Tesla's stock dips, Musk doesn't panic. He renegotiates the loan terms, posts more shares as collateral, or just waits. Because when you're the gravitational center of the financial world, banks don't tighten the leash, they loosen it. Finally, the part that brings it all together, Musk's cultural capital. Because his real power might not lie in satellites, cars, or code, but in the millions of people who follow him like a prophet. By 2025, Musk isn't just an executive, he's a living myth. Crypto investors, Mars enthusiasts, libertarian techies, and free speech absolutists all orbit him like moons around a planet. Every post he makes on X sends shockwaves through markets, politics, and public discourse. And it's not just for clout. Musk monetizes this influence. Under X's new monetization structure, creators get paid for every view, every impression. And guess who dominates impressions? Musk earns money just by tweeting, literally profiting off his own public persona. It's genius. He's turned identity into income, opinion into revenue. His most valuable asset isn't Tesla or SpaceX. It's the belief of millions who treat him as something more than a man. This isn't just wealth anymore, it's worship. And that kind of influence doesn't show up on a financial statement, but it just might be the most dangerous currency in the world. So here's the shocking truth about Elon Musk's wealth in 2025. It's not measured in dollars. It's measured in data, leverage, influence, and control. He's not a traditional billionaire. He's something far more modern and far more elusive. A techno-oligarch who bends rules, markets, and narratives to his will. His empire isn't cash, it's ecosystems. Every Tesla on the road, every satellite in orbit, every user on X, every chatbot running on xAI. All of it feeds into a self-reinforcing loop of power that no traditional billionaire can touch. And that should raise a serious question. Is Elon Musk's empire the future of capitalism or the beginning of something darker? Elon Musk has redefined what it means to be rich. not just in money, but in power. In 2025, he owns the means of transport, the means of speech, the means of data, and perhaps even the means of thought. His empire is decentralized, yet tightly controlled, fragile on paper, yet impossible to topple in reality. But like every empire, it raises deeper questions. Where's the accountability? Who pulls the brakes when one man becomes more powerful than a nation-state? And how long before someone or something challenges that throne? If you found this breakdown eye-opening, now's the time to join the conversation. What do you think about Elon's empire? Is it genius or dangerous? Drop a comment below with your take, and while you're at it, hit that like button to help others find this video. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the power players shaping our future, because this is just the beginning. And if you think Musk's empire is big now, wait until you see what he does next. Thanks for watching.